Hi, everyone. Welcome to an overview of pillar networking. And in pillar networking, we teach you how to be a pillar in your business community. First of all, let's define what a pillar is. And we're just using the simple English, but it's a pillar is a person regarded as reliably providing essential support for a business community. So we all know those pillars of community. They're the ones we turn to in times of crisis. They're the ones we go to for counsel and advice. We're going to teach you how to become that person. And I know it often goes without saying, everybody thinks they know what networking is. I'm going to share our definition because I think it's important that you understand where we're coming from. And I'm going to pull out a couple of key phrases. But our definition, networking is the process of establishing a mutually beneficial, authentic relationship with other business people and potential clients. The two key phrases are mutually beneficial. We believe that you should win, the person you're making introductions to should win. Obviously, it should be mutual, reciprocal. There's also a third party that benefits, which would be your clients that are being introduced to the other party. And we use the term authentic relationship because I personally believe that strong, solid relationships where you care about the other person, they care about you, those are the best and fastest way to grow a business. So you might be wondering, why would I join a networking group? We're not a substitute or an alternate to other networking groups. We believe that we are, in addition to, we add some value. And some of the benefits you'll get as a member of the Pillar Networking Group. We have a members only LinkedIn group where we share collaboration, we make connections, introductions. We have a digital magazine for our Pillar Mastermind, which we'll talk about at the end. You'll get a subscription to that. It's a monthly digital magazine. And in it, we share ideas and topics that help businesses grow. You'll get access to our networking portal where we share training, tools, methodologies, things like that. You'll get exclusive invitations to member-only events. We have quarterly networking events that are large scale across multiple chapters. And you'll get a member profile that you can share within our broader community. So you'll get exposure to more than just your local group. And for those who are interested, we feature our networking members on a video podcast series that we have. And we also have some special member perks for our founding members. So when it comes to networking, we believe there are three components to sustainable success. The first is having strategic partners, and the idea is you work with complementary businesses that will bring you a steady stream of ideal clients to your business. So we want to make sure that they're strategic and complementary, the two key words. And by strategic, I mean they'll introduce you to hundreds, not single digit potential ideal clients. Authentic relationships, we talked about that before. You care about the other party, they care about you. It's a real relationship. So the thing is, with an authentic relationship, you're going to make decisions based on how does this impact my relationship. You're going to think long term rather than just quick fix, how do I get a deal out of this? And we believe authentic relationships are critical to building a sustainable business. And in that, you need to focus on your team, your vendors, your clients, and those strategic partners we already mentioned. And last but not least, networking. We've expanded this. COVID has given us a world of opportunity. You should have both local, so you can get to know the businesses in and around you, and virtual, where you can get to know a broader spectrum of businesses. So we believe you must have all three to succeed in business, and our 4-week program has been designed to help you develop these critical skills. We have an in-depth program that focuses on optimizing your network if you want to go further and deeper. So some of the benefits of being in the Pillar Networking group. It's easy to implement. We provide strategies, not tactics, that will have a massive impact on your business. So it's going to help you build and scale your business. We provide introductions and referrals to key strategic partners in our community, and you're also getting introductions and referrals to key strategic partners in your community. We provide opportunities to expand your knowledge. Some of our events are host-led, some are member-led, but they're all peer groups dedicated to supporting you as you build your referral networks. Plural, you should have multiple networks for your business. We give you priority access to meet celebrity leaders featured at any online or in-person events that we do. The first quarter, we've got everything planned to be online. Eventually, we will be doing live in-person events as well. And as we said earlier, you get your membership profile that you can share within our community, and you can use that to build authentic relationships with potential referral partners. Business growth is both measurable and something you can track. We believe that's the most important benefit, because if you can't see a return on your investment, why would you invest your time, energy, and money in our program? And the last feature, we offer some special invitations to exclusive events and experiences we'll be designing just for you, our members. So this slide is probably the most important one. We want to let you know we don't want to waste your time. If all of these statements you agree with, then this is for you. If you don't agree with these statements, it's not for you. We'll get a little more clear on that in the next slide. So we believe in building authentic relationships and building in business, and we hope you do as well. If you believe that networking is a great way to build a business, if you offer a great product or service, if you regularly receive referrals from your clients and network, if you want to grow your business significantly and quickly, if you have existing connections that you value, and if you're in some way responsible for business development, this is for you. Now, equally important, we don't want to waste your time. If any of these are true of you, then this program is not for you. So you focus only on transactions in business. You do not believe that networking is a great way to build a business. You sell a commodity based solely on lowest price. You rarely receive referrals from your clients and network. You do not want to grow your business significantly or quickly. You do not have existing connections that you value, or you are not responsible for business development. If any of these apply, this is not for you. So you might be wondering, what is our agenda? What does this look like? And we want to make this a really easy decision. We meet online once a week. Zoom details will be shared. You can pick the time that works for you based on the geography and the meetings that we have scheduled. Guests are always welcome, so never hesitate. You can bring a friend. You can just share the link with them. They can join, or you can give them the link to the meeting itself. And we want this to be an easy decision. We don't want to have to sell you on this. So your first 4 sessions are free. And that's for 2 reasons. Number one, we're evaluating you. We want to see if we believe you'll be a good fit for our community. The worst thing you can do to a networking group is to bring in somebody who is not a fit. So number one, we're evaluating you. Number 2, we want you to evaluate us. We don't have an expensive sales team. We don't have a lot of marketing effort. We practice what we preach. Therefore, we grow based only on referrals. So if you're coming and you're enjoying it, you're going to invite people. We grow organically with people that we like. So the first 4 sessions are free. There's no catch. There's no subtext, no hidden charges. First 4 sessions are free. As I said, guests are welcome. You can bring a friend or a colleague. We do ask that you play full on. With networking, you get out of it what you put into it. Networking works equally well for introverts and extroverts. I personally believe extroverts have a slight disadvantage because they focus on quantity of conversation, whereas introverts focus on quality. So we will tailor it to your needs and your personality style. And we have a little bit of homework. The total homework for the entire 4 weeks, the first month, the homework is about 90 minutes, so it's not onerous. You'll do a little bit each week, and it'll be practical stuff you can implement immediately. And we have both a public and a private LinkedIn group for ongoing networking and sharing. So the 4-week program was designed to give you the maximum results. Our advanced program is about optimizing the work that you do in these 4 weeks. So in week 1, we determine which categories of strategic partners are most relevant to your business. And in this, we're going to teach you, you're going to understand the significance of key strategic partners. In week 2, we pose the question, who do you already know, like, and trust that would be a great key strategic partner? We want to mine the gold that's in your backyard, and here you're going to start building your key strategic partner plan to identify potential referral sources. In week 3, we reach out to your network to engage with them, and we're going to give you scripts and templates, and you're going to actually start building or rebuilding authentic relationships. And finally, in week 4, we fill in any blanks in your key strategic partner plan through deliberate networking. You're going to learn how to deliberately cultivate a key strategic partner network. Now, you might be wondering, what's the investment? And we have 2 simple options. It's not complicated. The first option is $100 if you pay month to month. The second option is $1,200 if you pay an annual membership. Now, you might be waiting to see if there's a discount or if you're going to get a couple of free months with the annual membership. We don't do that. Plain and simple, we believe that you're joining us because you want to make money, not because you're looking to save. And if you invest and commit full time, we commit to you equally. So for those of you who take the annual membership option, there's no pressure. If you take it during this launch period, you will receive an incredible bonus. It's a private and confidential consultation valued at $2,500. Put this valuable consultation in your back pocket for when you need it most. It's valid for full 12 months from your purchase. And again, this is only for those who pay for the annual membership. You can use it to get specific help applying what you've learned in the Pillar Networking to your own business, or maybe you want to use it to ask questions about your business that are beyond the networking. We look forward to seeing what challenge you bring us. For those of you who know you're in and you believe this is for you, you can purchase here, and I'll put the link in the show notes as well, so you can just click on it. You'll note that it's free for the first 30 days, and then it'll charge your credit card either the $100 a month going forward or the $1,200. For the month to month, you can cancel anytime. For the $1,200, there's no refunds, but we do offer you that $2,500 initial consultation as a early sign-up bonus. Act now, because we're only giving that to the first 10 people that subscribe to the annual membership. Now, you might be asking yourself, that's all great. I know how to network, but what if I need more help? You know, we taught you how to be a pillar in your business community. With Pillar Mastermind, we can teach you to be a leading pillar in your community. And basically the difference is, rather than being just part of the community, we want to teach you how to lead in your community, and we'll work with you to build strategies so that you can grow your business and be a leader in your community. We have a 10-point member credo. I'm not going to read it. I'll pause so that you can read through this, or you can pause the video if you want to read through it. But basically, our credo is very, very important. This is what our members all commit to following. And the short version is, we practice the golden rule. We do unto others as we would have them do unto ourselves. So we want to treat others with honesty, integrity, trust, and respect. So if you disagree with any element of the credo, please don't reach out. Please don't ask for more details. This is non-negotiable. this is what our members commit to, and this is how we hold one another accountable to each other. So the Pillar Mastermind program agenda is really simple. We meet online twice a month. It's invitation only. You must be nominated by an existing member. And after your first meeting, there has to be unanimous approval required from within the group for you to join them. And we have an accountability process where you check in with an accountability partner weekly. Again, we expect that you play full on. You're there to grow, to benefit, to learn. So, you have to show up with your camera on. You have to be with your microphone on. You have to be ready to play full on. Turn off your devices. We're not checking email or multitasking. We're fully committed to helping one another in the group. As I said earlier, you have to commit to following our credo. We have an educational component, and we share that video a week before the live meeting. That gives you a chance to process it, to think it through, and identify what questions you may have. And we have, again, a private LinkedIn group that is completely confidential, and it's set up for ongoing networking activities. You can share ideas, insights, questions, and you can hold each other accountable. So our typical agenda, and this varies depending on geography and whether it's live or virtual, we typically run a 2-hour meeting from 10 a.m. till noon. And the first 15 minutes, members share insights and wins. We want to give you some practical things. We want to give you some excitement, build the energy for the group. We'll have a 30-minute Q&A session where we'll discuss the educational content that we shared the week before. We have 3 15-minute hot seats, and participants will be broken up into smaller groups. The first hot seat, you can share a challenge or opportunity you're working on. The second hot seat, you can brainstorm ways you can take action and guarantee the success of that challenge or opportunity. And then the last hot seat is how to optimize your network. So as a collective, we're helping you fill in any gaps in your networking, your key strategic partner plan. And then we have a 20-minute networking session. We break into groups of 4, and you get to spend some time actually exchanging referrals and introductions. And then the final 10 minutes, we focus on any announcements or logistics. And this is where you can share something if you've got something you need help with or an event you're doing. And then entirely optional, in-person events, we do a networking event, and we encourage our members to stick around because that's usually where you build those authentic relationships and you start to get those referrals. Now, you might be wondering, what is a Pillar Mastermind program? And I'm going to share 2 quotes, one from Jim Rohn, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," and 2 from Napoleon Hill, "A mastermind is a friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage one to follow through with both plan and purpose." Basically, a mastermind program is where at least 2 or more people come together to solve a common problem. 2 heads are better than 1 is a very common expression. I personally love it. I've yet to see a problem that couldn't be solved with deliberate masterminding. And for the record, masterminding done well is the greatest force for good in business. Masterminding done poorly, colossal waste of time. So we're going to give you some tools in order to make sure you're getting the most out of your mastermind. So here is what our program is. It's formal, it's structured, it's focused. We have an agenda, we follow it, you know what to expect. It's consistent, it's scheduled in advance on a regular basis. For those of you in charge of your calendar, you can book it for a year out in advance. It has to be productive, encouraging, and inspiring. And we have an element of brutal honesty. We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And most of all, it's a place of trust. A mastermind program, a good one, is not a cult. It's not a business partnership. You're not there necessarily to to be engaged in each other's business, though you may at some point do that. It's not a gossip group. It's not a party. We're not there to drink and carry on. And it's definitely not a wine fest. You're allowed to share a challenge, but it's to the view of solving it, not just to whine about it. So some of the benefits we've seen from past Mastermind participants, they get results, highly focused, highly accelerated results. If you apply 10 business minds to a problem, it is almost guaranteed you'll solve it. You have the accountability of your colleagues and peers. You're going to hold each other accountable. You're going to set tasks for one another yourselves, and you're going to make sure each of you accomplishes it. We're there to encourage and inspire one another, so there's a lot of support in the group. The best part is you can get the outside feedback of a panel of your peers, unbiased opinions. They have no stake in the game, so to speak, so they're there to give you their insight, and as a group you will grow together. So people ask, what are our masterminds like? First thing, we try to match people. We are very, very particular. The quality of the group determines the quality of the outcome. So we try to put people in the room who share the same values and goals. We put people in the same room who are willing to dissect and be dissected. We need to be clear, this is a group about solving business problems. You can't solve it if you're a know-it-all and you're not willing to listen and to be dissected and to ask questions and have questions asked of you. And we try to match our participants always plus or minus 2 levels of each other. If somebody's too advanced, they always feel like they're providing information, they get nothing out of it. They're offering free consultation services. And if a participant is too low, they're going to be seen as a taker, and they might feel like they have nothing to contribute. So we have 3 roles in our groups. We have a moderator, we have a hot seat, and we have the group as a whole. So the moderator, it can either be one of our hosts, or if we have some volunteers, somebody from a previous meeting's hot seat, they just keep track of time. They'll ask questions, they'll direct the conversation, and basically we all have the role of trying to get the quiet people to participate. Now, for those of you who are in the hot seat, those are assigned in advance, so you're not going to get surprised by it. Your goal is to present a problem or issue, talk about current, upcoming projects, or you can present a recent finding or discovery, and you're going to ask specific questions for the group, and then they're going to brainstorm to help you find answers to your questions. And the group at large, your job is to listen and pay attention, share any experiences and resources you might have. And resources might be connections, introductions, things like that. You want to dissect the problem, investigate further if need be, and ask probing questions. The quality of your questions will really directly impact the quality of the answers we get together as a group. And you want to encourage and support one another. So we have 10 keys to building a winning Pillar Mastermind group. We follow this ourselves. We expect our members to. So we ask that you be brutally honest, yet respectful. You can share with the group how you are best motivated, what drives you, what keeps you on track. We will have dedicated goals meetings twice per year. We set those goals and then we work to achieve them collectively. We ask that you plan ahead when you're in the hot seat. The better you can define your problem, the better we can help you. For those online-based events, groups, we try to meet in person at least once a year. That's scheduled well in advance so people can make the most of it. We have a private hub for sharing within the group so you can share directly with each other. And we want you to follow up with one another. If you commit to something, you do it, and know that it's okay to disagree. The goal of a mastermind is not to get 100% consensus, it's to generate ideas so that each of us can move forward. We do ask that you make it a priority, so if you commit to the group, put it in your calendar for as far out as you can. Just because things get in the way, we need to make sure this is a priority. We want to make sure there are rules for the group. We provide some starting ones. You're welcome to add additional ones. And the last thing is what happens in the mastermind stays in the mastermind. This needs to be a sacred place where we can share and we can trust one another. So our typical ground rules, we start with these, and of course the group is free to add more. Unimportant decisions are made by general consensus. Important ones are made by a group vote. This group is not group therapy or whining. We need to focus on positive outcomes. We're not going to tolerate complaining or gossiping, whether about other members or in general. We do allow that life gets in the way, so we allow our members to miss up to one meeting per quarter, but every effort should be made to attend. If you're going to miss more than one meeting per quarter, we may ask you to give up your seat so that someone else can benefit from the group, and more importantly, someone else can add value to the group. So members may come and go as their needs change. We reserve the right to introduce new members if the group drops below 6 active participants. Reminder that confidentiality is critical to the success of the group. Everything here is sacred and must not be shared outside of the group. Group majority will determine if we need to have a non-disclosure agreement. I rarely see those, but that is an option. And we ask for a commitment to honesty, integrity, trust, and respect for all members. We ask each member to be self-aware and to not try to dominate the conversation or give orders. We're peers. There is an equality here. We need to all be equal. And lastly, leave your ego at the door. There's no room for big egos and know-it-alls in our group. So here's some of the benefits. I'm not going to go into them all, but you can take a look. We can explain these. If you get invited to the group, you will get to see these benefits in detail. We have a detailed brochure on what each of these benefits looks like, but you can see we've put a fairly high value on it. We wanted to keep this really valuable, but really reasonably priced. So by now you might be wondering, how do I join? As I said earlier, this is invitation only. You must be nominated by one of our existing members. Once you've been nominated, you'll be notified by the member and by us, and you'll be asked to complete an application form so that we can match you with the most suitable group for you and your business. Once you've been matched with a group, you will be given access to one group session, and post-session, your peers in the group will decide if they wish to extend an invitation to you. We right now require that it be unanimous. At some point we may do majority, but for now we want it to be unanimous because these are people you're going to spend time with. You should feel comfortable in the group. And within 24 hours of the meeting, we'll notify you of their decision and we'll let you know the next steps. Now, before you look into this and maybe you want to know what the investment is, we have a founding member price and we're offering $500 if you pay month to month or $6,000 if you prepay for an annual membership. Now, again, you might be looking and saying, where's the discount? We don't offer a discount. We don't offer any reason to prepay other than if you commit, we commit. So when you take the annual membership option, we also give you a private and confidential consultation valued at $2,500. You can use this whenever you want within the year. There's no expiry. We can help you either with your networking or with some other challenge or opportunity in your business. And for those of you who are watching this, the founding member price is valid up to and including April 30th, 2022. We will be doubling the price on May 1st.